There we go.
Mm.
Craig was Latin. Nigga was sleeping on the job. He was sleeping on the job, baby.
Typical robotics.
See, this is why they can't replace us with robots. Because Craig was
Yeah,
sleeping on his job. I mean, don't get me wrong, we would too. But for
I'm
anyone
always sleeping on the job.
who is listening, and we know no one is listening, welcome to the third episode of this unnamed podcast. I'm getting closer to a name. I've almost settled on a name. You'll be shocked when you hear it.
I got a name, but I'm not telling them.
Good, because I know it's some stupid shit that's gonna ruin this off the top. So let's continue. And the first thing I want to get into today is this damn heat wave. We got to talk about it. We have got to speak about it.
I have nothing to say because I refuse to go outside.
No,
Continue.
I've got a lot of things to say, even though I refuse to go outside. First and foremost, what's going on? Like, what's this? What's going on, y'all?
I have a theory about all this, right? All right,
Mhm.
so remember back in 2012, they were saying the Mayan prophecy was going to kill everybody, right?
You talk to these niggas.
All right, so my theory is
Mhm.
that actually happened,
Oh, we
and
did.
we all died, and we in hell right now. I mean, look at how fucked up everything is. We in hell right now, and we're in a lower level now. That's why it's so hot. We getting closer to the burner, you know.
So my argument, right, is that we were already in hell, and we're getting closer to Earth.
Why Earth so hot?
Well, Earth is so hot because Earth is trash.
So Earth is worse than hell?
No, so what I'm saying is, look at it like this, right? Like, if we looking at like mass lynchings and like all the shit that was going on, I would argue that's closer to hell than this is. This is hell in a different way, right? But it's Earth. It's like Earth and hell are the same thing, in my opinion, right? Earth is just like a tamer version. Not even tamer. It just looks tamer, right? Like, you
Yeah.
look at Earth and you're like, oh, no, you can still make money. Come on, bro.
I feel like making money is a part of the hell.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because once you get addicted to making money, yeah, then ooh, look what a bitch do. Look what that money make a bitch do. But anyway, hold on. Let's get back on track for a second because I'm not done. I'm not like this heat shit has got. First off, I hope this deads any notions that anyone ever had that summer is the best season. This shit is
Oh
trash.
my god,
Summer
it's
is a
garbage.
bottom 2 season. There's only 4, so you do the math.
It's the worst one. I wouldn't say bottom 2. Just say worst one.
No, summer is not the worst.
What's the worst? What you gonna say? Winter and be wrong?
Yeah, you're right. Summer's worst.
Yeah. Okay.
And the only reason why, well, first off, like, right, let's go over the only positive things that summer has. Because before I shit on summer, I do want to big up the really good things about summer. One, we got you got July, 4th of July, you got Memorial Day, you got some good holidays, right? Yeah, you got
Technically,
the vibe.
Memorial Day is still spring.
Okay, so
June 21st is when summer starts.
Okay, and Memorial Day is when? Like a week before
In
that?
May. A week.
Oh no, a week.
It's almost a month before that.
Yeah. Anyway, anywho, it's not the point. So that's definitely not summer. But anyway, summer has some good holidays. It's got good weather. I mean, Sundress season, and I would say good weather. And we're gonna get back to that. Please believe me when I tell you I'm gonna get back to good weather. But summer
got
it's got
water
the vibe.
sports.
You got the vibe. Depending on your age, you're not in school. You're off. You know, depending on
Why'd
your
you have to bring it up?
occupation, you're off. And now that's it. That's all I got. But let's get into every reason why summer is the world's worst season. One, it's 97 degrees. It's 97 degrees.
In
97
DC,
degrees
the
with
humidity.
93% humidity.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means you walking out into a sauna. It
For
means you
what, though?
walking outside and you getting wet.
But I believe in God.
God don't believe in you.
Why was I forsaken with this much heat? I just don't understand why. Well, you know what? God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. Yeah, damn. I'm tired of being that shit. I'm about to just.
Do you really think you one of his strongest soldiers when in Arizona
back
in the hundreds? Yeah.
No, God's strongest soldiers are in Portland currently. For a fact. He got his lieutenants, he got the sergeants in Portland because they dealing with 116s, 118s, melting trash cans,
Yeah, we're on the East
Melting
Coast. We don't got.
trash
Mm-mm.
can, bro. If I ever see a trash can melting, I will kill myself that
Yo,
day.
yeah, definitely.
I won't make it alive. I won't make it out. I'm not gonna do it. A
I can't
melting
even
trash can.
imagine being outside and feeling 116 degrees on my face. I can't even fathom what that would feel like.
And like my boy, see me this weekend. He's from Texas, right? And he was talking about dry heat versus, and I'm like, bro, listen, I understand what y'all always say about this. It's like it's like a sauna versus an oven. And I'm like, nigga, you getting cooked either way. I don't care.
No, 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 no. I agree with him. I'd much rather have dry heat because
No, I
this.
would much rather die, is what I'm getting at. Like like when people talk about zombie apocalypse and two people have two different ways to make it, my way is not making it. That's my whole point. Like,
I
I'm not
think
arguing that my way is effective. It's not. I just don't want to be here
I'd
for it.
probably kill myself at some point, but I feel like I just want to see what it's hitting for a little bit. So I'll survive for a while, just
We
seeing what's
talking about
going on.
the zombie apocalypse or summer?
Whichever one is worse, which I think is summer, but the
Yeah,
zombie
it
apocalypse
might
for
be
sure.
summer. I mean, look, the zombie like it's still some badass zombies, right? Like
All
they
right,
just
we
took
not
humans,
finna do that. We
they just took
not
humans' bodies, right? So it's some bad zombies. It's some Sundress zombies in there. Come on now.
with pieces of flesh hanging
Yo,
out their
my
face.
man, my man. Listen, I'm not saying I'm into it. I'm just saying someone out there is waiting for it. That's all I'm getting at. Just
Is
like some
waiting
sick
for it.
bastard out there is waiting for summer. Some sick bastard out there said 96
That's a good
degrees,
tie-in. That is a
all
good
sun.
tie-in.
Woo! I'm ready to go. It's just nasty.
Anybody that enjoys this type of weather is a sick son of a bitch.
You lock them up. You go to
Yeah,
jail.
a fucking degenerate.
They like they have the DSM for diagnosing people, right? Like they need to add like liking summer to the
Yeah,
DSM as a sign of mental illness. It has to be there.
it's one of the traits of being a psychopath. It's like on the psychopath spectrum.
It's beyond psychopath. It's something else. We got to come up with something. What's worse than being a psychopath?
Uh,
Mm. I
it's
would say
kind of
being
like
ugly, but nah, being a psychopath might be worse than that. Nah,
I mean, it just depends. Because
it depends
just
how
because you're a
ugly you are.
psychopath,
Uh,
that's not the depends I was going for. But
oh, my bad. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I was just saying it just depends. Not every psychopath is a murderer like they show on TV and movies.
Yeah, you know what? I always hated that. I always hated how they made and this is actually random. But it's about like the mental illness thing, right? I always hated how they always made the killer's mentally ill when like most mentally ill people just be fucking themselves up. Like like if you're
Yeah,
mentally ill, right, and you got like some serious issue, like chances are you're not about to go through all the planning and proper procedures to smoke 32 people. That's just too much work, bro. Are you
yeah.
serious? It's difficult existing as myself. You really think I got the the energy to take
Niggas
this
just be
scrap
chilling, mind
downtown?
their own business.
Yeah, like, bro, if anything, I'm just gonna go into my backyard and do weird shit in my cabin. Like that's like like it's gonna be that, bro. I'm gonna go down to the lake and I don't know, maybe scare some ducks or some shit. I mean, get out of here, ducks. Feel like I got
Start
control of
throwing
my life or something.
M80s in the lake, but that's about the extent of it.
Playing a claymore in front of a duck nest. That's wild.
That's fucked up.
No, it is fucked up. But at the end of the day, you're not killing me,
Yeah, that's
right? You're
true.
still not killing me. Like that'd be my whole point. I'm just like, I just don't understand like
Now,
why every
now,
serial killer got
where does a mentally ill person that was not in the military get a claymore?
same place niggas get rocket launchers, bro. I don't know. Walmart.
Where the fuck does a nigga get a rocket launcher?
I don't, bro. Ask Rondo number 9.
Who the fuck?
Or Rondo, what's the Chicago dude who had the rocket launcher? Who had what was that, a javelin? I don't think it was a rocket. Yeah, no, it wasn't a javelin. He did have a what? Damn, I know the name of the rocket launcher.
He
It's one
had
of
a
the
fucking
duties.
Stinger missile.
Yeah, it might have been something like that. But anyway, yeah, he had some stupid shit. He had like a rocket launcher, dog. Like not like a gun, not no Draco, not
I
no
mean, it probably
AR.
came from the military. I saw an article like maybe 3 weeks ago that said the military is investigating why marine weapons keep showing up in gun cases in America because more than
Oh,
likely the government is selling guns to its own people.
yeah, or if it ain't the government, it's just some
Some nigga in
individual
there.
there who's like, yeah, I'm trying to make some money, and a whole bunch of people know, and they're like, well, break us a cut, and we'll shut the fuck up.
Yeah, literally. It's not that hard to put the pieces together. Y'all not when you say investigating,
I'm
you're
like, bro,
just
just put a
acknowledging
camera
it.
in the room. Like, you need one guy to stand in the room. Yo, what you about to do with them guns?
I was just about to put them up. All right,
Yeah,
let me watch you do that.
nah. They
Come
said
on.
they wanted me to move into another room that nobody could get in and nobody could see. So where's the room at? You got a lot of questions, yo. Is this above your pay grade, yo? Like, come on, man. He like, yo, what's your rank, yo? Sergeant? All right, relax, yo. Relax, bro. You doing a lot.
I'm a lieutenant.
I'm a lieutenant. A lieutenant.
Lieutenant.
All right, but anyway, now that we have covered summer being the worst month, liking summer being a mental illness, and criminal minds, uh, all right, where do we go from here? Let's see, what's on this list?
Hell.
Well, yeah, clearly. Well, actually, you know what? Since we're talking about going to hell, let's talk about something that happens in hell, and that is there is no more coochie on OnlyFans.
Oh man.
Is that what? First off, that's hell. That's hell. I don't know if anyone's aware of that.
That is hell on earth.
Now, obviously, OnlyFans didn't start with coochie. But
Neither did Connect Pal. Do you remember Connect Pal? That
I
was like
don't. But that sounds like something
that
that
was the
coochie.
precursor to
Connect Pal.
OnlyFans.
That sounds like they knew coochie would eventually
Actually,
get into that.
Connect Pal was before like premium Snapchats. Connect Pal was the precursor. It was like back in the days when like they were selling drop boxes and you
Oh
just
man,
purchased the
I
drop
remember the
box.
drop boxes. I'm crying.
So it was like,
or you remember the fan mail, yo? You would get the fan mail on Tumblr.
oh my god, fan mail on Tumblr.
They had to bring a Bizzo. But yeah,
Didn't
so you know what's funny? It's great that we brought up Tumblr because I think it's the exact sort of same play, right? Like Tumblr kind of made the same play. And do you remember who owned Tumblr before Yahoo? Who was it? Do you remember who it was?
wasn't it privately owned and they sold it
Right,
to
yeah,
Yahoo for a
okay,
bunch of
right. Something like that. But what I will say is I don't remember who those people are. I'm sure they were white men.
I know
But
David Karp
David
was the
Carp,
owner.
yeah. Okay, I remember him. Yeah.
He
So
made it like
what I
Tom.
will say is, boy, those fucking guys made out like bandits because you know what they did? They did the same thing OnlyFans did. They built their little user base. They saw IG. They saw all the other platforms and were like, damn, well, how do we compete with those guys? And they figured ass and titties,
Start fucking.
right? Or and in some really nasty cases, extremism and like
We don't have to delve into that.
yeah, we
That's
don't gotta delve too much into that, but yeah, you can. There
it's
was some.
there.
Listen,
It was
I've
there.
seen some shit I wish I hadn't seen on Tumblr before.
Same.
That shit is rough. But anywho, so they took the same strategy, right? They were like, all right, fuck it, let's lean into coochie. So they leaned into coochie, and the rest is history. It worked, obviously.
And
They
it's
built
just
up
been
this
a depreciating value
right
snowball
because
ever
think about
since.
it. Why? Because think about it. They sold it at the height of leaning into Gucci, right? So your only options were to continue leaning into Gucci and build that hype higher, which Yahoo was never gonna do. And
Nope,
so
they
these
kept it where it
idiots came
was.
in and decided, no, we're gonna clean it up. We're gonna talk.
No, that
Gucci
wasn't
is what
Yahoo. Yahoo
separated it.
sold it
Oh, that
to
was Verizon.
Verizon,
Verizon. Yeah,
and
you're
then
right.
yeah,
Yeah, you're right. So Yahoo bought it for what, a billy? Or did
something like that.
Verizon buy it for a
No,
billy? I
no,
don't.
Verizon bought it for more than a billy.
You're
Yahoo
right.
scammed
Wow.
these
So
niggas.
Yahoo's dumb and Verizon's even dumb.
Yeah,
But yeah, so it's the same play though, right? You build up this base, you see, make sure the sex workers feel comfortable. Yeah, yeah, we got y'all. And then the moment shit gets popping, you sell them up the river for the
yep.
highest bidder to the highest bidder. So I think OnlyFans is probably taking the exact same route here, right? Where
They are. They're literally trying because not just, but like a couple weeks ago, I read they are looking for investors to give them like
uh-huh.
multiple billions.
Yeah. Okay, right. Because let's be real here. Think about it. If you have an app based around sex, like with a huge user base, that's probably already worth billions. So those numbers
Yeah,
you getting got to be big enough to make you get out of that.
yeah.
So those are some pretty big numbers. Let's see. No more coochie OnlyFans. Yeah. I mean,
That's
it's I don't think it'll be immediate though. Like, I don't think that's some shit that they do overnight. They can't.
oh no,
Like,
they
like
can't.
Tumblr tried to do that shit quick. You get what I'm saying? And like that
I
just didn't
still
work
remember
out.
the date, December 18th.
Yeah, it's December or something. I remember because motherfuckers was wilding on that last day, boy.
Oh man, it was like the Wild Wild West.
No, you know what's the craziest part? I remember there was this girl that I knew, right, at the time, and I was kind of cool with her. And I remember like on the day before Tumblr was getting rid of all the porn and all that, right? She posted a picture. I was like, oh well, I guess since they're getting rid of the news, I might as well pop out. You know what I'm saying? Do my little thing. And so sure enough, Shorty popped out, did her little thing, and well, turns out somebody recognized that picture. Right? And
Oh,
somebody was like, I've seen that picture before. So they downloaded it, reverse Google image searched it,
oh,
found it online. And so when they presented that to Shorty, Shorty vanished.
mm.
Shorty vanished, boy, without a trace. I'm talking the X-Files team playing. She gone. The fall going, she gone. And the funniest part was like I had known her, I had talked to her a couple of times, and this girl that I knew at the time had kept insisting to me, like, yo, I'm telling you, she catfishing, she fraud, and blah blah. And I'm like, I don't really care that much because like I ain't really doing nothing with her. I'm not trying to get with her, but she just seemed cool, so it is what it is. But like, yeah, okay. And honestly, I thought she was hating. I ain't gonna hold you. I thought she was hating. I was like, sis, you sound jealous. You sound like you tight, because right, but lo and behold, she was right because she was the
She
same
was
one that
right.
exposed her.
Oh,
Yo, you know what this
I'm
is? This is
screaming.
like a veteran detective, and they told him just leave this case alone, man.
No,
Just go go on vacation, man. Come on, you're about to retire. Just go do something. And she said,
this is some Batman shit.
yeah. She said, no, this one's personal.
This is literally that fucking. What was that movie with Denzel Washington and fucking Rami
Oh,
Malek? The Little Things.
little things.
This is that.
Oh man, I was screaming. But yeah, so literally, so then they posted a pic. She deleted that. She vanished from everywhere. I remember texting her like, "Yo, you good?" Say
No,
anything.
nigga.
Yeah, where I probably was it. But what do you say after somebody get exposed? You watch them get exposed, and they know that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's it. It's
what do
over.
I say? What do I say? Like, I was just like, "Yo, you good? Yo, you straight? Yeah." Nah, she wasn't.
Could not possibly
Could
be in a
not have
worse
been.
place.
Yeah, that shit kicked her ass. That shit was funny as hell because people were wilding in those last days. Like it was like, oh, it's the dark days before. Like people treating shit like it was the apocalypse, bro.
It was so many fucking posts. Literally, I remember this post where the day after the purge, and somebody was like, when I posted titty on Tumblr, and then the nigga just walked in spraying like 300 bullets. I'm like, wow, this is a bit excessive now, huh?
Yeah, nah, that shit.
All that just for nothing to really change that much because niggas still posting porn daily.
Yeah, that's the
I
wildest
don't.
part. Like, there's porn on there all the time, and eventually they delete the blogs, but you can't delete the posts. So the posts remain,
Yeah.
the reblogs remain, but the blogs go away. So people would just create 100 emails, make 100 pages, upload all their shit, and they get erased. But it doesn't matter because I can just go to my main account and reblog it and keep it alive. So it's like, what
First
did y'all
off,
really
I don't
accomplish?
know who's going through all the trouble to do this for porn.
People are doing
Ooh,
this.
no,
I've
I know.
seen
I'm
it.
just saying. I
You don't know,
personally,
Moist. You just said you don't know who's going through all the trouble, and then named horny niggas. Horny niggas.
no,
Horny
I
niggas are
was
going through all the
hyperbole. I
trouble.
know who's doing it. I'm just saying. I guess instead of who, why are these niggas? I guess horny is the answer to
Because
that
they're
too. Horny
horny.
is that. Go to Pornhub.
No, these niggas are depraved. They're not regular horny, dog.
They
Like they're
don't
not
just
just
want to
like
see
I
porn. They
really,
gotta
yeah.
discuss it with people. I gotta let
It's a
niggas know.
community of porn. It's like, yo, bro, I got like 50 people subscribed to me right now. I gotta provide them with
50.
porn. They depend on me. I'm
Meat
like,
God
bro,
approved.
this man got me got approved. Yo, remember him and Nick Fly Guy? Yo, whatever
Not
happened
Nick Fly
to
God.
niggas, man?
Well, Meat God, I know Meat God got obliterated in the purge.
Oh yeah, he got
Uh,
smoked.
I remember a post that was the Titanic going down,
Yeah,
and Meat God was the fucking captain
I
going
remember
down
that.
with this shit.
That was the video, right, where they had all the
Yeah.
faces. Like, yeah, that show was hilarious.
As far as Nick Fly God, I have no idea. I can only
Was he the
hope.
one who used to be like Art? Was that him?
Yes, yes.
That was
No,
him.
no, no.
Okay.
It was either he was either saying art or putting these wild, thirsty captions, like random scenarios that he
Oh no,
would come
I
up
don't.
with on
Wait, no,
these
I think he did a
random
little bit
girls'
of both.
pages.
I think he did a little bit of both.
Like he would just a random girl would just post a pic, and he's like, "Oh my god!" When I pull my giant, I'm like, "Okay, let's just stop there."
He was just like, all right, no. Why is it 4 commas before you say penis?
Yeah,
You really about to use all these adjectives to describe your shit? Like, you about to do all of this, huh?
That's what that nigga was doing, and he had to be one of the ones that I disliked the most, just for his
Yeah,
annoying
because he would
ass
remove the credit
fucking.
too, on top of doing
Oh yeah.
all that.
First off,
On
let's just
top of doing
say,
all that.
speaking of hell earlier, there's a special place in hell for people that repost, whether it's Tumblr, Twitter, IG, people that repost thick girls, models, whoever, and don't put their name, don't tag them, you going to hell. You will not see heaven. I'm gonna make
Honestly,
sure of
we
it
can
myself.
expand it. We can expand it. Like, people do the same thing with art. Like, you're an art page
Yeah,
that doesn't give
same
any
thing.
credit to any
No,
of the
yeah,
artists you post. Dog, you're
you will
following the
not see
artist.
heaven,
You know who posted it. You've got it off of his Twitter page.
and you don't even retweet it from them. You
Yeah.
download it and save
Yeah.
it and repost
New
it.
picture, new caption. Like,
You
at
are a
least if you're
sick
gonna
son
do
of a
that,
bitch.
post their post link. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I will do that. Like, I would literally
Yeah, like say
take the
by
picture.
so and so.
Yeah, I'll take the picture, add it, put their Instagram link, and then delete the picture out of my phone because, like, I don't want 100 million thick joints on my phone saved randomly either. But I'm sure niggas don't care. They got an uploads
Yeah.
folder.
Oh man, that's crazy to think about.
That is no. I mean, you know what's happening, dog. Like, there's some dudes who are running those pages just to get the numbers so they can like transfer to something else. Like, oh, I'm
Yeah,
gonna start. I'm
I've
gonna start some
seen that
bum ass
happening.
clothing line.
Yeah, I've seen that happen in real time where niggas just post, thick
Coochie.
women, and they
Yeah.
get up to like 300,000 followers on IG, and then the next day, all their content is gone, and they make one post, and it's like a T-shirt or a candle.
I
I'm
mean,
like, it's the same thing Lil Nas X
yeah.
did.
I
He
was
came up,
just about to say it do
yeah,
work. It
it
do work.
works.
It's sleazy though. It's a little
It's
sleazy.
definitely sleazy, but I mean, hey man, if you're trying to get on,
Especially when you posting thick Jones, yo, don't play with me like that, yo. Don't do that. Don't do
yeah,
that.
at least Lil Nas X was a Nicki Stan account.
Yeah, he was a nigga stand. There's a million of those.
Yeah,
He was good.
at least you got to be funny to get put on, like to get 300,000, however many followers he had. He had to
Oh
stand
yeah. You got to do
above the
more than just
rest.
exactly. Especially in a world full of Nicki fan pages, like
Yeah,
in a
but if you
world
just
full of
posting Thick
Barb
Jones,
Central, like yeah, no, you're gonna have to go
if
hard.
you just posting Thick Jones,
Yeah,
that's
what
just
separates you
three
from the other
followers.
posting? Yo, it
Exactly,
is.
because
It
niggas
is.
gonna follow regardless. See, there's
Especially
no
if you're the
talent in
asshole,
that.
right? Where you're the guy who's like, you know what? I'm gonna post the thick Jones. You know, like I'm gonna post the thick Jones. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna post
The
the
current topic of the month, what's
yeah,
going on right now, the
yeah.
famous ones.
You just like, all right, how many followers she got? 102,000. Nah, it's not enough. If she got 400 and up, I'll post her. And if she light
Mm,
skinned, I'll definitely post her. I don't care what her numbers say. And that's really all it is.
yeah,
And that
literally.
be my other gripe with them pages. I'm like, bro, y'all niggas will post. It'll be like, oh, all thick women, beautiful thick women, and it's 196,000 posts, and it'd be like 4 dark skinned women. And I'm like, come on, now. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
just saying, what we doing here? What's
Let's
up? Like, you can only find the thick white girls, huh? I'm
let's get
just
some
asking.
diversity in here now. Come on now.
Especially because these be the pages that do give Instagram credit. So it's like, oh, so you really on Instagram getting their pictures from Instagram. So I'm assuming you seeing the thick Jones, especially the dark skin ones. And that'd be my thing.
You know they do. They ignoring them.
I remember a long time ago, I used to have one of those pages. Unfortunately, right? I was one of them niggas. But I used to have one of those. I wouldn't even say have one of those pages. I just posted it a lot on my main page.
Yeah.
And I remember one time somebody hit me up and they were just like, "Oh, like you posted a lot of light skinned girls. Like, where the dark skinned girls at?" And I was like, "Oh, shit. You know what? You're right. My fault. Send me some names and shit. I'll post them." You know, look, I like thick women. I don't care what dark skin, light skin. You know what I'm saying? But I was just like at the time, because you know how the algorithms work. You like the light skin joint, it's gonna show you the next
It's
light
gonna
skin
show
joint.
exactly what.
You
Yeah,
like the light
exactly.
skin joint, it's gonna show you the next light skin one. You like the white girl, it's gonna show you the next thick white girl. So pretty much, you start with, oh, I like Letitia Thomas. Guess what? You're getting nothing but you're getting nothing but thick light skin joints. So I was like, all right, cool. And then he sent me another, like, oh, nah, that's not my job, and blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, my man, real quick. Do you want me to post them, or do you just want the world to know that I don't post? Like, what do
Yeah,
you
like
really want here?
so you're commenting on it, but it's
You're not gonna help me out, or yourself out, or us out. I don't know
listen,
who is
it's
this
exactly.
for?
It's not like I'm going out of my way to
Yeah, avoid them.
post a
Yeah. I just
certain type
yeah.
of person.
Like,
It's
bro,
just
it's
that
the
I'm
algorithms are
seeing what's
racist.
here.
No, the algorithms are racist. And so my thing is, if you're not gonna help me beat the racist algorithm, then leave me alone. Like, like what are you talking about? But you know what? This has nothing to do with where we're going next. But I'm
Does
gonna
that
go
have
here
anything to
anyway.
do with where we came from? I don't even remember the
It actually
original
does.
topic.
I'm so glad you said that because this does have a lot to do with where we came from. Because, drumroll please, New Human just dropped.
They
Dragon
talking about
Man
me?
skull may
Oh,
help
okay.
oust Neanderthals as our closest ancient relative. New Homo species.
You
Uh-oh.
you got my hopes up when you said new human. I thought you were talking about me because I'm different. I'm built different. Everything about me is different.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Yeah.
But this fossil may represent a new Homo species that lived more than 146,000 years ago.
Yeah, I saw that shit. That nigga head was big as shit.
He was nicknamed the Dragon Man. It's probably because his
Yeah.
head was so goddamn
It's
big.
exact. That's why. That's why it was a dragon man. His head big as shit.
So yeah, so they found him in that's a place in China. I can't pronounce that. But they found him and they dubbed him Homo longi. I guess because his because his head about long as hell. I
Homo
don't know.
longi.
Obscure. Oh no, the name derives from a Chinese term for the province where it was found, which translates as Dragon River, which inspired the nickname Dragon
Oh,
Man.
okay. Okay. That makes a lot more sense than
Yeah.
long head boy.
So he held a large brain situated atop a relatively short face, small cheekbones. And they
You
were
know, I'm,
almost
I'm picturing
identical.
what that nigga look like. That
He
nigga
look,
ugly.
yeah, he look like most of these niggas that be in the club talking about something. Yo, you trying to dance?
You just obliterated half the male population.
I ain't even mean to. First off, nah. I mean, I wouldn't. Nah, okay, I'd say more than half of my
Actually,
males.
more than
Never
half.
mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
Nah,
right,
yeah.
never mind. Let's just move on. New music, baby. Let's see. We got some
That's
new
it for the
music.
Dragonborn.
Oh, that was it. New Human Drop.
He
That's it. What else? What
Fusra
else you want me
die.
to do? You
I
said
don't
what?
know. It's from Skyrim. Fusra, the
Oh,
Dragonborn. I'm
but
sorry.
yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, it's a new human drop.
New
Homo
music
longi,
drop.
homo
Home
longi,
Alongi.
longi. I'm gonna call it
Home
homo
Aloni.
longi,
Home
homo longi.
Alongi.
Yeah, that's what's gonna get.
S-
So
Macaulay Culkin is a distant relative.
actually, you know what? Since we talking about new humans just dropping, right?
Oh.
Let's just talk about BBLs. Now I know this is women's business. Like 90, yeah, like 99% women's business. Because I'm sure there's like 18 men getting BBL somewhere. But probably more than that.
You're probably right.
Probably
Yeah.
more than that, right? So yeah, no. So technically, this is men's business. Yeah,
I
yeah.
won't go into. I won't
Nah,
say
it's
all
not. It's
that.
not. All right, my
No.
fault. My
Mm-mm.
fault.
You tried it. You
I
tried it.
tried it. I tried it. My fault, y'all. I tried to stand up for us, fellas. The 18 of us. But anywho.
Us. You included?
Oh shit, my fault.
Oh, this nigga.
Did I tell him
He
myself?
he told on himself,
Oh
yo.
no. But first and foremost, right? So we're gonna talk about BBLs. Let's. I'm not even sure where to start, right? Because I think it was like last week and partially this week, there was a big conversation about BBLs on the timeline, and a
Because of
lot of
that
it was,
video of like 90 wheelchairs at the airport.
yeah, it was. I seen a couple of videos. That one was wild. But that one was wild. But like really wild. Like that to me just seemed what like I not even on no hating shit because I saw a lot of hating shit and I was just like, don't do that, y'all.
Yeah, like
It's
what do y'all?
real reasons to be against BBLs that ain't hating shit. Like, like
Most of the reasons that niggas hate BBLs are not because they're dangerous, it's because they just don't want women to be happy. They just
yeah, it
take
be hating
any
shit.
opportunity to shit on women.
They be like,
Like,
oh, but you gonna
what
try to
about
why buy the body you want? I'm like, cause she want it and she got the money to buy it. What the fuck?
nigga, you're not even working towards the body you want. So how are you gonna talk about somebody buying a body? What? When was
Yeah,
the
I
last
mean,
time you was in the gym?
oh, new body just dropped. No, same body, same old body just dropped, nigga.
Same body, but I'm about to talk about other people getting a new body. So
Facts. But yeah, so that was the one thing, right? So first and foremost, like BBLs are considered one of the most dangerous, if not the most dangerous aesthetic procedure.
I've seen
Um,
so many cosmetic surgeons come out and say that recently, especially, and I never looked into it. I want to know why. Like, what's so dangerous about it?
so I looked into it. And so first and foremost, the American Society of Plastic Surgeons said the BBL has the highest rate of death of all aesthetic procedures, right?
Right?
Um, and so the biggest issue with a BBL is that you're taking fat from areas where it's not wanted and transplanting them, right? But when you do that, you do a fat grafts, right? And so you got to inject it into tissue that has blood supply. So you're dealing with a lot of different blood supplies,
Wait,
right?
hold on one second. So is a BBL just a fat transfer? Is that because I've heard of that before?
Yeah, essentially. Yeah,
So
it's
this
a
is
transplant. It's a transplant of fat. Yeah.
so okay. I'm just trying to wrap my head around this because I've heard this before, but I didn't know that was a BBL. I didn't know what a BBL was and what it entailed. So like
Yeah, I
taking
didn't
fat from
either.
your stomach and other areas and injecting it into that. So that's why a BBL looks so much better than a standard ass job or whatever where they put
Oh yeah,
silicone in
because
it
it's your
because it's
fat and
natural
it's your
fat.
right. Now, but again, the biggest problem is that because it's your fat and fat needs the blood,
Yeah.
like the tissue needs the blood. So you're fucking with a lot of different blood supplies. When you get there and think about it, we're talking about a graft. So basically, you're talking about cutting and pasting.
Yeah.
So cutting and pasting around blood supplies, my nigga, is a it's a real shaky one. And it said fat embolisms was the leading cause
Oh,
of death, right? I know what an embolism is. That
yeah, I do
that is
too.
rough. That's basically fat getting in the
Yeah,
bloodstream, blocking the blood vessel. And then shit, that shit can lead to strokes, heart attacks, all types of shit.
yeah, that's not good.
So most of them are due to
So,
that.
like, you take some of the fat out, and then I guess, well, wouldn't that go back to doctor negligence if they take some of the fat out, and
Of
then
course.
just some trace amounts of fat get left, and they go into
Of
the
course.
bloodstream and cause a stroke or heart attack?
So think
So
about it. But
you're
think
saying
about it.
it's the most deadly of all the cosmetic surgeries, but if you're a good enough doctor, you wouldn't leave any fat behind,
Mm-mm, mm-mm. So there was a guy who did this, right? Who
right?
did these procedures for years, and I saw this one on TikTok. So take this shit with a grain of salt. I don't know this nigga's credentials, but
Yeah.
he seemed like he was telling the truth. But so basically, he was saying like, look, I've done maybe hundreds, maybe thousands of BBLs, and they're dangerous every time. He was
Hmm.
basically saying like you can't guarantee anything, and it's one of those things where, like you said, doctor negligence factors into any surgery,
Yeah.
even the safest ones, it factors in. But then with the surgery like this, where you're talking fat and the fat needs blood, so you have to get close to the blood, and there's a lot of things you have to do. And he was
Mm.
basically saying there's no official like guidance or training on this. Everything he learned either from his own like going out to like concerts and conferences and stuff like that, or just doing it on somebody. So
Hello?
think about it. No, but what I'm
Why is
saying
this
is
an official surgery if there's no official like
only
training or documentation on
because
this?
who gets BBLs?
So because society
Thank
don't
you.
give a shit about women, they just let them
Yeah,
get dangerous surgeries.
yeah, yes, sir. You goad them into getting the surgeries by telling them they should hate their bodies. They get the surgeries. You fuck the surgery up, and now they hate their body because you fucked the surgery up, and now they need more surgery. You get what I'm? It's
Oh
an
man,
endless loop, baby. It's a death cycle. But to me, and again, that's my only gripe that I have with BBLs. That's
is
it.
the danger in it?
Right?
Yeah, I
It's a danger.
definitely don't
Other
care.
than that, sis,
Exactly, do what
do
you
you
want
know
to
how
do. It's your
you know
body.
how many BBLs I've seen that look fantastic,
I've
fantastic.
actually never seen a bad BBL. The only bad surgeries I've seen are from synthetic materials like silicone or
Right,
I
right.
don't know what else they put in
I'm
the
sure he
ass,
probably
but
could do bad because again, there's no guidance on this officially, right?
yeah.
So
No, I'm
let's
not
say you
saying they
just have a
can't do a
doctor
bad job,
in
but yeah, never
somewhere
seen one.
who's done like 6 BBLs
6.
in his
And the
life,
seventh one
right?
is
And
the
yeah,
you
and the
just
seventh one
happen to
is
be the
you.
one. Oh
And
man.
all 6 of the 6 he did were like, oh, can I get the Kim Kardashian special? So he knows how to make one body. You get what I'm saying? It's like he knows how to work with one mold. What happens when you're like, all right, I'm built different entirely. I want a whole different vibe with this. And he's looking like, you sure you don't want me to just like make your ass huge and the thighs small? Like, you sure you don't want that? Right. And so then think about it, because that's how regular doctors will pressure you into and out of surgeries, into this, into that. So
Yeah.
what makes you think a plastic surgeon won't? So that's what I'm saying. Like, this is like an intersection of so many bad things happening at once, right? It's like the intersection of like society hating women, the intersection of doctors being terrible or negligent, the intersection of
Capitalism.
capitalism, of all this shit. It's all at work. And I think that's probably the weirdest part. And then, right, imagine, right, you go through the dangers, you survive, clean bill of health, you're doing well, work looks great, booty lifted, ooh, sitting pretty, right? And then you get cheated on and he cheat on you with a girl with no
That
BBL.
was just negative. You ain't have to. Why you even have to
No,
bring that up?
but I'm
That's
only
just
saying it. I'm
negative.
only saying it
You
because
just negative.
if you doing it for that reason, you always gonna lose. Anything you do for the male attention, you gonna
That's
lose.
true.
You gonna
That's true
lose.
because
You're
niggas don't
gonna
give a fuck.
lose.
Niggas will fuck
Niggas will fuck
anything.
anybody.
Niggas will fuck anything.
Not me. I'm not niggas, but niggas will fuck
No,
anybody.
no, niggas in general, not us. We different, not us
No,
for
we
sure.
always different. Yeah, but my
But
point is,
niggas will fuck a fucking, I don't know, warmed up hot pocket if it's not too hot.
warmed up. How you said a fresh out the oven McChicken.
I was literally about to say, remember the nigga that
No,
literally
I
fucked the
don't. I don't.
McChicken
I
from
don't remember it.
McDonald's?
Nope. I don't remember it. I don't
It
remember it.
happened. It
Stop bringing it
happened.
up because I don't remember it. So quit
There was
asking.
I don't you don't like horror movies, so you probably never seen The Devil's Rejects, but there's literally a scene in The Devil's Rejects where these niggas go to
That's
buy
the
a
old horror
chicken.
movie, right? I think I seen. I think I
Not
might have.
super old, from like
It's like
2001 or
okay.
a
Well, that's old
little
enough.
bit.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that
there's a
sounds
scene where
familiar.
these niggas go to fucking buy a chicken because they about to make some fried chicken. This is the South. They get the chicken and kill it themselves.
Mhm.
And the nigga that's there, obvious redneck, he got herpes on his lip. He's like, "Shh,
Oh, that's what makes
I
them.
tell y'all."
All right, go ahead.
He's like, I tell you what, boy, you want to have a good time? Here's what you do. You stick your dick in the ass of that chick, you cut his head off, and you know how chicks keep running around when their head cut off, and then you just squeeze it and go, wee! And I'm like, this was entirely more than I asked for in this movie.
And
This
that's just
movie,
accurate enough to where I
ex-
think someone's
ex-
doing that shit.
exactly, like the fact that this dialogue was written, I know that niggas in
Niggas in the
bumfuck
writer room.
Texas are doing this.
Somebody in the writer room was like, "Ah, y'all might not like this, but."
This is really gonna immerse y'all in the movie. Hold on, I got something for y'all.
Hold on, I got y'all. Y'all say y'all want to discuss them, right? All right.
Let's have a redneck talking about fucking chickens.
He said, "Okay, that's not bad." No. But he gonna get in detail with it.
Uh, how much he gonna talk about cutting his head off and fucking it?
He said he gonna talk about. You know what? I'm gonna just write it down and let y'all see it.
You know what? I'm not even gonna tell you. I'm just gonna write it down and secretly put it in the movie. Y'all can see it when it come
Yeah, I'm
out.
gonna just go to the director like, yo, slide this in the back, like 2-3 minutes on the back end. Just slide that on there. Don't even tell nobody. Just slide that like after the credits. It don't matter. Like whatever.
After the
He said it don't matter. Just like put it in there whenever.
That's
I
that
just
adds
wanted.
nothing to
I
the
wanted
story.
there,
You just
but he wanted there.
I want niggas gotta know people be fucking chickens, headless
We
chickens.
have to speak on it. Now someone said it.
Back to the original point of niggas fucking anything.
Yeah, so but that's my whole thing. Like, listen, I mean, first off, I don't think anyone's going through the hassle of getting a fucking BBL to impress a nigga. I genuinely don't. Like, I'm sure there's like a small percentage, just like there is
Yeah,
in
it's gotta be
everything.
tiny. It's
Yeah, but I'm sure it's a
most
tiny,
of the
like it's probably like
surgeries that
1% or
women get,
2%.
I would imagine, are for themselves so they can feel comfortable in their own bodies.
Yeah,
I would imagine it's not for the male gaze.
yeah.
There's probably 2% of all surgeries that are because my husband wanted me to get a tit job, so I got a tit job.
Yeah, right. Or like he's gonna pay for it. So yeah, so that's a smaller percentage of it. I think a lot of it is again, but I think a huge number of even not those is just indirectly where it's like I'm not doing this for the male gaze, but like I've been teased for my body and I've been trained to hate the way that I look to the point
Yeah.
to where now I'm gonna get some work to drastically change my body configuration when it's like, listen, your configuration wasn't even an issue. They just made you hate it. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? They convinced you that it was whack, and it was like, but that was always the thing. Like when people used to do that, oh, men hate natural bodies and this and that. I was like, listen, these
That's
niggas,
wholly not true.
bro, men, bro. First off, again, please, I need you to understand. Stop. Who gives a fuck
Man,
what men
exactly.
think? Like
Niggas are stupid.
I said this, like, and the thing is, like, and again, sure, they might not like this, but I said the same thing the opposite way. I don't give a fuck what women think when it comes to a lot of things that I do in regard, like, you know what I mean? Like, if I wear something, I'm not wearing clothes to impress a woman. I like what I got on.
Yeah,
If you
literally.
don't, I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You're
Like,
saying this, but you'd be or maybe you wouldn't be surprised. But how
I
many
wouldn't
men do things just
for
to
the
get
female
women?
gaze.
Yeah, like niggas. I've read books
Mhm.
where niggas only got rich and got successful so that they can get women. I'm
Yeah,
like, that's
yeah.
that's an
That was
insane
the
motivator.
passion. That was the drive. Yeah. And to me, like a drive like that is sick because like one, it's external, so it could disappear whenever. Like they
Yeah.
can go whenever, but like even beyond that, it's just like, dog, you're gonna let somebody else validate your whole shit, your whole existence. Like I get that we do that, but like once you are aware of it, you gonna let it continue. Like that's the thing. Like
Yeah.
when you don't know, you ignorant. You just don't know, right? Like if you don't know that, like indirectly you're doing shit to appease men. Like if you don't know that, like you might not know that. There's women who may not have considered that at a certain point, or maybe they did, and they're like, nah, it's a little too much. I'm gonna just act like I don't know shit. But then once you get to a certain point where it's like, nah, I gotta address this. I gotta
Yeah.
confront this shit. I can't run from it. Like, and that's the thing. I don't get how dudes will literally just to me, dudes that like do everything for coochie scare me. Because it's not like
Yeah.
they'll
It's
do everything
terrifying.
for they don't do everything for women. They do everything for pussy.
For
And that's the
it's
scary part.
just for Gucci because they don't
'Cause,
see them as women; they see them as sex dolls.
like those are the same dudes, right? Who will sit up here and like they'll claim, oh, you gave a girl some gas money, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, in the next sentence, he spent $90 on a date, hoping he could fuck. And when he didn't, he was mad. So I'm like, so let's get this straight. I gave her $5 for gas money, and I wasn't trying to fuck, but that might get me closer to fucking than what you did. Like, because again, she just saw it as a favor. Like, hey, can I get $5 for gas? Yeah, sure. I'll give you 10. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't want nothing from you. I wanted you to get home. Like that was it. I'm like, bro, like, and that's the thing I always like. That's why I say I don't care about what women think, because I'm like, I'm not doing this for women. Like, I'm just doing this shit because it's what I'm supposed to do. Like, if you need some help and I'm with, I'll help you. I don't give a fuck if you're a man, a
That's
woman. I
just
don't
because
care.
you're a fucking decent person. You don't see
Yeah,
women as sex objects. You see them as people. It's crazy that you think like that because
yeah. I mean, and
apparently most people don't think like that.
the thing, I mean, well, a lot of people don't because it's just about their needs. I don't even think. I think some people they see other people as people, but the problem is once their needs become the priority, they just look at it as, well, whatever happens to you happens to you. As long as I get my shit, I'm straight.
It's
Like
whatever.
that's why you always hear the dudes who like, oh, I still nutted. I'm like, dog, y'all had sex for like 4 minutes. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, yeah, sure, you still nutted, but like, you didn't want to like really enjoy that. Like, really enjoy that. Like, really enjoy that. Like, imagine you could put cheat codes on and beat a game in 10 minutes, or you could play the entire game. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I want to just put the cheat code on and smoke the game in 10 minutes?
Exactly. I
I
was just
still
about to,
beat though. I still
that's
beat it though.
why I always got tired of older GTA games like San Andreas because there's only so many times you can put in the unlimited rocket launcher cheat and
Yeah,
just
and just
keep
get
killing
five
police
stars and
until
yeah.
they come up. Like you get bored of that after a while. You want to actually beat the game at a certain point. That's why I'm actually kind of glad cheat codes died out from video games because if cheat codes done right enhance the video game experience, cheat codes done wrong make you tired of the game.
Yeah, I think cheat codes done wrong. Basically, you know, it's funny. I've seen some cheat codes make the game like the game, and I'm just like, dog. The fact that a cheat code essentially turned into a better version of your game says a lot.
Yeah.
It says a lot
Yeah.
about what your game was. Like people saw one of the cheat codes, like, oh, you do this and the units move faster, and then people are like, hey, what if we made a mod where like all the units move faster because they should be moving this fast, and then that
Exactly.
becomes like the whole like even Half-Life, like Counter-Strike was a mod. A lot of games are mods. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like where it's just like we saw your game, yeah, let me freak it,
I feel
and
like
then I'm gonna
most of the
drop this.
games on fucking Steam are mods of Half Life.
I would argue most games in general are mods.
Counter
If
Strike,
we've seen what
fucking
have you
Gary's mod.
you tell me the difference between Outriders and Destiny. That's a mod, in my opinion. Like it's
I can give
basically a
you that
mod.
because Outriders, it even has the same interface and it even looks like Destiny when you're putting shit together, equipping all your shit.
Yeah,
It's
a
just
lot of these
not
games
as
are
good.
mods.
It's a not as good mod,
They did
surprisingly.
new patch it. They had a new patch. I'm considering going back to it. Because they had a
What
new
they at?
patch. They doubled the legendary drop rate. They fixed some bug fixes and all that other stuff. So I'm considering
Did
it.
they add new maps?
I'm not sure. I generally don't. I didn't read that deep into it because I was
I
kind of
just,
like,
I
maybe
just
I'll
kind of
go.
got bored doing the same shit over and over again.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the same thing with Dark Alliance. With like,
Yeah, that shit lasted for a week,
but
maybe.
it's just because it's not a good game, right? Like,
Yeah,
if I'm being
the
honest, like it's
trailer
just
looked good. It looked fun,
no, it
but
looks nice. It looks nice, but the problem is once you start playing, you immediately realize it doesn't play nice. It doesn't play
yeah,
good. Like
it's yeah,
the targeting system is ass. Like the camera is weird.
Y'all
The
remember when I
missions are
brought
cookie cutter. They're
the
exactly
first
the same.
night that we played it? Y'all remember when I brought up? I was like, "Do y'all ever have a problem where your moves don't come out because the button input does not keep up with how fast you're
Yeah, I
pushing the
remember you saying
buttons?"
that. Yeah, yeah.
And it's become a more prevalent issue the
No,
longer we
because
played it.
because that's how
It's
the game is. It's not an
it's
issue.
very
It's a
annoying. Yeah.
feature. It's a feature.
They're gonna have to update that game a decent amount before I get back into it because
Oh yeah, yeah.
it just wasn't doing shit for me. Like
Oh
it
yeah.
was fun for literally like the first night. I was in there, I was engaged, and then I started to lose steam the day we started doing that same goblin mission over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I was like, eh.
Yeah, and the
And
worst part is you keep going, and bruh, like when I tell you the missions are cookie cutter. There's no reason I should give a fuck about any of this. None of the characters are interesting. Every boss in the zones, you fight like 3 bosses, and they're all just reskins of each other. So you get
mm,
to the last guy who's like got a grand speech, and then he dies, and then he's like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, bruh, it's not until you get to like the last like 2 areas where you get unique bosses and like real boss battles where I fought one boss, and I was just like, oh, this nigga doing like ice pillars and shit. I was like, oh, okay, we getting spicy in here. But other than that, I mean, it's like, bro, it's just cookie cutter. It like literally feels like they copy and pasted a bunch of shit over and over. And I was telling Mike, like, I almost think they knew what they were doing when they made this $40. Like,
yeah, there's no way
like they
this new
knew for a
Pokemon
fact the
be.
60 would make them niggas furious. They
They
knew
were
that.
gonna get the Cyberpunk treatment if they came out and made this
Yeah,
60.
they
This
were
shit was
like,
getting
all right,
taken
you know
off the
what?
PlayStation Store.
Take $20 off. So that way, if niggas is tight, say it's not a AAA title, it's a AA title. Like, come on, you know what I'm saying? Like just chill, yo. Everybody relax.
Even though I didn't pay full price for it, I still feel like it wasn't worth 40. That shit was probably worth 20.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. 20 is actually the perfect number for what it was worth. I'm sure with the DLC
Yeah.
it'll jump up to 30. But
Yeah. I'm
as of right
assuming
now,
on
no,
the
it's 20.
road to the DLC, they're going to keep pushing out updates because reviews have been tearing them apart and saying what all the issues are, and so have fans. So I'm assuming they're going to address that and come out with updates, hopefully.
The one thing I did like is that every review I read about this game was entirely accurate.
Yeah.
Entirely. Like
Yeah.
because you
I
don't see that
did
too
this
often. A
myself.
lot of the a
I
lot of the
100%
reviews.
myself decided I'm going to ignore the reviews and play this game just because it looks cool. But every review that came out was exactly right about this shit.
Right. It was like it
Fextra,
was cameras, it was
GameSpot.
this, and
Yeah.
then every issue they had, I was like, yeah, okay, oh
Yeah. I
yeah,
see it. Yeah. Check that
definitely.
off.
Poor
Yeah, okay.
targeting,
Yeah.
oh yeah, for sure.
Check that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Buttons not coming. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Cookie cutter maps. Yeah, okay. Yeah. You're not
I
getting
definitely
the
appreciate that.
yeah. So I mean that shit was all pretty relatively straightforward. But while we on the topic of I guess media, right? We can go back to new music because I jokingly brought up new music to get away from whatever weird ass point you were bringing up. But I guess now we can actually talk about it.
Me.
Yeah, don't remember that point
I'm
because we're
not.
actually
I'm
talking.
just
Glad you're not.
me. I feel like you
Anyway,
brought that up.
no, it was a weird point that you had brought up previously that I was trying to get away from, so I randomly brought up new. Anyway, new music.
I don't be bringing up weird shit. You wild.
Yeah, you're right.
I never bring up weird shit.
First album is Tyler's "Call Me If You Get Lost." So I didn't finish this whole album.
I did.
I got to I don't know what the name of the song was, but I got through like maybe like 13 songs out of like 16, something like that. It was real solid from what
Absolute
I heard.
banger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very solid from what I heard. I think the
And
back half, some of the songs in the back half were, but I think altogether it was a really well put together album, and I think this is the album that's gonna get Tyler that for lack of a better word, the Negroes will pay attention, right? Because it's like
the Negroes.
niggas want to hear Tyler rap. They don't want to hear any of that other shit, right? The R&B Tyler is cool. That'll do numbers in certain groups, certain circles. But like, unless Tyler raps, niggas don't care.
Damn, that's crazy. I thought I was a Negro.
Well, no, what I'm saying is niggas want to hear Tyler rap.
No,
Like when they
I
heard
got you.
Igor, they were like, yo, this is musically sounds great. But
Well, I'm trying to hear niggas
I want to
spit.
hear
Yeah.
rap. Yeah. I want to hear you rap. Nigga, you're a rapper. I don't want to fucking hear you want best rap album, right? I don't want to hear you want to make my heart break.
Which album? What did he win best rap album for? Goblin?
No, that was for Igor, nigga.
That
wasn't even just barely a rap album.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. Like he was singing on Eagle. He won best rap album for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
But think about it. The labels were wanting to get him something, and they didn't know where to put that nigga. And they were like, "All right, well, you're not gonna win best
Yeah. Oh
album."
yeah, I remember he went on stage and was like, "This isn't a rap album."
Yeah, he
Yeah,
literally even said
yeah,
that.
I remember that. Yeah.
And so
Okay.
that's my same thing. So like when you get on stage and literally even say that, like, "Yo, listen, this ain't a rap album. Why would y'all consider me for rap album? You won the rap." So like again, all the rap fans are gonna look at you like, "All right, you not a rapper now." You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't make a rap album. You're telling me it's not a rap album, and you still won rap album, and you're saying I don't deserve this. I didn't make a rap album. Blah blah. So rap fans are looking at you like, "All right, well, then you not a rapper, nigga. You make music and you're a good artist, sure, but you're not a rapper." So I think he needed this and again, don't get me wrong, like the rapidy rap fans are not the niggas who buy your shit anyway, so it doesn't
Rapidy
matter.
reference.
You know what I'm talking about? Like the niggas want to hear
Yeah.
rap, like
Niggas
niggas want
want
to
to
hear
hear J.
Drake singing
Cole
and like,
and fucking Kendrick and Lupe Fiasco.
or no, they listen to everybody. But
Royce 5'9".
the moment I hear you harmonizing on a song, nigga, I'm mad. So let me hear
Mm.
Drake harmonizing. Yeah, what? No, yo, stop. What? Yo,
What is
rap,
you
bro.
doing? Yeah.
Rap, yo.
I never
Call.
understand people like that because I just appreciate anything that sounds good. I
I
just
used to
like
be
good
like that.
music.
I used to be like that. I'm not gonna hold you. When I first heard "Take
Mm.
Care," I thought that shit stunk.
That's
I thought that
wild.
shit. I thought it
That is wild.
stunk. There were
You're
some
also
songs
in
on there
high
I liked.
school, so you
Yeah,
didn't
I
know
was
shit. You was
literally
a
18.
dumbass.
Yeah, I was literally 18. I was not a
You weren't
dumbass.
even
But
18. Take Care came out in
it was 2011, wasn't it? Or am
what
I
was the
tweaking?
album with the mixtape, not the album, the mixtape with wait no, it was Take Care, the shit with Miss Me on it.
Ooh, excuse me. Take Care. Miss Me was Thank Me Later.
So Take Care was the shit with Best I Ever Had and
No, that was the same album. Thank Me Later.
no.
So Far Gone, you
Best
might be
I
thinking
Ever
of. All right.
Had,
Yeah.
uh Uptown with Bun B on it.
So Far Gone is the album you're
Successful.
thinking of. You're thinking of So
Oh,
Far Gone.
okay. That's so for so Thank Me Later had what was the song where he's like, so tell me what's really going on? Drizzy back up on this thing. I'm ready. What's
I forgot the name of it.
happening?
That's on there though.
Okay, that is okay. So this is the album I'm
On
thinking
one.
of.
No, I'm on one is I'm
I'm
on.
almost the one after that with DJ Khaled on it. That's the album after Take Care.
But anyway, yeah. So when I first heard "Take Care," I mean, don't get me wrong. Like as a kid, it came out in 2011, so I was 18.
Oh, Take Care
November.
had headlines. It had Marvin's Room. It had okay, I know exactly what album told. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a very
You're
great
wrong.
album.
Yeah,
It's
you're a
no, I
dumbass. Yeah, you're
no
definitely a
what
dumbass.
like
Yeah.
yeah. We've already established the fact that I was wrong. My whole point was the only reason I didn't like it was because I wanted to hear rap. That was the
Mm.
only like it wasn't like, oh, this is a bad album, right? Like it's just like I don't want to fucking hear it. It's not you're not rapping. Cause So Far Gone was a lot of, sort of R&B shit. But then when Drake did give us a flow, I was like, okay, yeah. And then Thank Me Later was a lot of rap, even though he had some melodies and some harmonies in there too. So once Take Care was coming out, I was like, oh yeah, I'm trying to hear rapidy rap, right? And then I see the features. I'm looking at Kendrick, okay, Rick
Yeah.
Ross, Andre 3000. I'm like, oh yeah, and all three of those features are on slow songs, except for Lil Wayne on Hell Yeah Fucking Right. That's it. Andre 3000's on a slow song. Rick Ross has got that's the good feature. You
What
got Birdman.
was that Aston Martin music or is that a different album
That's
with
not
Rick
even
Ross
on
on
here.
it?
That's not even on here.
Okay, yeah.
Aston Martin music was around this time though. I want to say like 2012, maybe.
It's probably the album after that. Yeah.
Aston
But
Martin
no,
was on
go.
that was Rick Ross's shit. That was on one of his albums. That was never on Drake's
Oh,
shit.
so it was around the same time. It probably came out like right after fucking yeah.
But so what else? So we got Tyler's. So second up, we're switching lanes here. We got Doja's Planet Her. You probably didn't listen to this.
I did not.
You did not. But I gotta say, this is a really good album.
I've been hearing that.
I've never listened to a Doja Cat album. I've heard a couple singles. I've
What
heard
made you
the
listen to this one?
it was just out. It was out. I seen that it was out. And so I was like, oh, fuck it. I've never heard a Doja album, and I've heard a lot of songs from her recently that sound like kind of shit I like. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll give it a shot.
I respect
Um,
that.
and honestly, I was very impressed. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, who am I to impress, right? But like, I was very impressed.
Yeah, you said
Again,
that. You
I
said
had
that.
never heard a Doja album. I had heard the Move song. I had heard Juicy with Tyga.
The only song that I've heard from Doja Cat was the "Bitch I'm a Cow" song that was on Tumblr like
Yeah, that shit was hard.
4 or 5 years ago. That's the only song I've heard from her.
Yeah,
I
I heard.
don't get me wrong. I've
Oh, you heard
heard
"Say So"?
clips.
Come on, you heard "Say So."
What does "Say So" sound like?
Um,
I'm not even exaggerating. Like I'm not trying to downplay her or anything. I
no,
legitimately
I know that.
I've
It's amazing.
heard.
I don't think you live on Earth if you haven't heard "Say So." That's
I've
all.
probably heard clips, but I've never like gone on the way like this song hard and listened
You
to the
never played
entire
it. Yeah,
song.
no, you've never
Yeah, I
played it.
never played it, but I definitely probably heard it because I hear her shit all the time, like in random places. I just never listened to it.
Yeah.
I just every time I hear Doja Cat, I just think about she and Rachel Chatter showing feet. It's every time.
That is a hilarious tweet. Yeah, I got it. Regardless of the truth or the validity of it, like that is going to go down in history as one of the
One
funniest
of the greatest tweets of
that has
all time.
ever existed. Because he was just cheating it,
He didn't
bro.
even say who it was for. He
Yeah,
just
he
said
didn't
she and
specify.
Rachel
He just couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe it. Wait, hold on. She in a racial chat room showing feet.
What? Racial chat rooms?
He
Feet?
said, "Wait, they got
What?
chat feet."
What? Hey, what? Hey, Donnie? Egad.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, no, so this was a real good album. Like the only songs I had heard were like the SZA joint, but you know what it was? I saw a couple of her videos. I saw I had seen the Juicy video a while ago, the one she did with Tiger. That was like, oh, all right, that's a good
Oh,
video.
I have heard that. Well, pieces of
Um,
it. I keep it juicy, juicy. I keep it
yeah,
juicy.
you
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
saw the screens of the video too on Tumblr. I
Yeah,
believe
I've
you saw those.
seen that. I've seen clips of it,
Yeah,
and that's about the extent that I've heard of it. Just the
right.
clips that I've seen. Yeah.
Right. So there's that. So for what I was seeing, I was like, all right. So I heard the move shit. Like the move shit even kind of let me know something in terms of your artistry. Like, when you want to care enough, like you will care enough. Like, and then you see it in all her videos, right? Because now she's got the production,
Hmm.
she's got the budget.
Did she change labels or something? Because wasn't she like with the nigga Luke or whatever that sexually abused Kesha or something?
I have no clue. I don't know who she's with now. I can look it up. But I don't know who she was with previously. She's with RCA right now. Oh yeah,
Who?
yeah, I get what you're saying. 2012, she caught the attention of Dr. Luke.
Dr. Luke. That's his name. Yeah,
Yeah, Dr.
and
Luke.
that's the nigga that was fucking with Kesha.
Mhm.
Actually, I shouldn't downplay and say fucking with. He didn't he like sexually assault her?
I believe so. Something like
Yeah, that's not good.
that.
So
Yeah.
she
So
left him though. She's with somebody else now.
Doja, she's with
Yeah.
RCA currently. Yeah, so she's not there no more.
Okay.
But
Good.
either way, yeah, let's get this guy out here. She was
Yeah.
signed to OG Mako's label in 2015. Interesting.
OG Mako has a label.
Remember, he used to say OGG in his song. That was
That's
she was on one of his songs in 2017 too.
the bitch. You guessed it.
Yeah, that nigga. Did you guess it? You was motherfucking right.
In,
So yeah.
incredible.
Oh, so Dr. Luke signed her to Kemosabe Records, RCA Records, and Publishing Company, something, something, when she was 17. That was in 2012, 2015, 2018. So she might still be under there, probably with a new deal. I imagine it's been 6 years.
Yeah.
It's been 8 years. So I imagine the deal is not the same deal. But yeah, no, so she's still at RCA. RCA does really good with anybody who's not like strictly rap though.
Yeah,
They
I've
got
noticed that.
a lot of R&B acts on their
Yeah.
roster. Ton.
It doesn't seem like they really take care of him like that though. To be honest.
It kind of seems like they just let them do what they want. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And
Like
a lot
it's
of them
like
don't know what they want, so they just kind of middle around and don't really do shit.
yeah, because it's like now, because like right now they got if we're talking R&B, they got SZA, they got Usher, they got Doja, they got Bryson Tiller,
Usher is with fucking.
RCA, yeah, they got
Oh
Bryson
yeah.
Tiller, they got Normani, they got now. Granted, everyone I
See,
just
Norm.
named is not
Yeah.
one of these people that does those create. They got Khaalid, Alicia
I haven't
Keys.
heard shit from
Oh,
Khaalid in I don't know how long.
I'm gonna catch you here still. Well, probably that's probably a legal thing. Um,
Yeah.
you got her, which we're gonna get to in a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
Kirk Franklin signed to RCA. Shout out, holla if you hear me.
Stomp.
But yeah, so um, That's actually another point I was going to get to what you were talking about in terms of them promoting the artist. But I guess I'll wait till I get to H.E.R's album to talk about it because that's kind of the thing, that there is. So next, so if I had to rate Doja's album, no, I'd say it's an 8.5. I didn't hear enough of it to really give I would honestly consider going higher than that,
Mm-hmm.
but I haven't heard I need to hear it again before I can give it anything over like an 8.5. Like I'm not gonna
Yeah.
wild out say it's a 9 and then listen again. But so yeah, I think an 8.5. I think it's a really good album. I think honestly, it's gonna put her in Grammy conversations because it's a complete album. It covers a lot of different bases. It's all different types of shit. I know the music videos for this are gonna be crazy because all of her music videos are wild. Even
Yeah.
like remember that street song where she had what's the black dude that all the women fucking fawn over? What's his name?
The nigga from
From
I
that
can't,
show.
I
Yeah,
can't
you
remember his
know.
name.
I know. Yeah.
Insecure from was it
No, not
Insecure?
him. No. That's what's his name? Jay Ellis, not him.
Not J. Ellis. Who's the nigga? His last name Kofo?
Yeah. You got him. You know the dude I'm talking about. I can't.
Yeah, I know.
I feel foolish for
And
not.
like Doja caught him in the spider web or
Yeah,
something.
Kofi Sidibo.
Kofi. Yeah, that's it. I'm
But yeah,
sorry I
so that
pronounced that
video was
name. Yeah.
nutty. What else? The one she did with SZA recently was a good video.
The bitch on Macau video was nutty.
Stomach Cow video was nutty. The Say So
Yeah.
video. So I was just, all right, you're a full artist. Like at this point, if the labels are gonna support you, you can't lose because you have enough artistry to carry this shit. Like that's like to me, that was what I saw with all the videos. So once the project came out, I was like, all right, let's give it a shot. Because to me, I'm like, based on how this is going, you're not gonna disappear. Like you can't go anywhere. Like the label will continue to support you. You'll continue to do numbers and I don't see you going anywhere but up because you make the music people want to hear. You make incredible videos. You're light skinned. You look good. Like you know what I'm saying. Like
You check all the
and
boxes.
and you're talented enough. Most importantly, you're talented enough. Like I know talent doesn't really mean too much in these day and age, but if you want to get to the top, to the top, to the top, yeah, no, you got to be talented. And I think there's people at the top who aren't as talented as Doja Cat. If we're being honest,
That's a
I think
bold statement.
I think it is. I think it is
And
because
I
you
don't
got
have a problem with it.
yeah, I think so. But anyway, I did jokingly put B Pac Man's album on here. Fat Niggas Need
Jokingly.
Love Too.
Jokingly, huh?
Yeah, I did
Jokingly.
not listen to this. Did you listen to this?
Of course I did. I fucking love
And what is
fucking
your favorite song off of Fat Niggas Need Love Too?
probably the first one, honestly. Because it just introduces you into the fact that
That
fat
Fat Niggas
niggas
Need Love.
need love. First
So
off, I've been listening first off, I'm from Detroit.
I know
So
that
I
I've
fuck with this
seen
nigga
it
off
on
top.
here.
And I've been listening to this nigga for years. Have you listened to any of his music?
I've heard like one song.
You need to listen, bro. Cause think about what was it, The Lonely Island?
Mm-hmm.
And how they're putting out parody music. Think about a nigga doing that and rapping
He'd
about
be wild.
nigga shit.
I've heard him
It's
wild. I've heard that Free Joe Exotic shit before. He was wilding on that
free
shit.
jokes.
I've heard some song he has with DDG where he was fucking acting up.
Yeah, fucking the honey pot. Yeah,
Honey
just
Pack, yeah, that's the
honey
song.
pack. Yeah,
It was a
yeah.
remix for DDG. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was acting the fuck up on that. I was like,
Pac
yo, this
Man be
nigga
going in.
wild.
You need to listen to him. You need to put him on your playlist. I can
I
give
mean,
you
look, I
songs
put the album
specifically.
on here. Listen, I'll give it a shot. I
No,
jokingly put it up
You
there
don't even
just
gotta
for
give it a
you.
shot. No, dude. I instead of because I hate listening to a whole album and only picking out 2 or 3 songs I like
Yeah,
from the album.
bro, you could have told me the 4 hot ones. Like,
Exactly. I'll just give you all the hot songs that he got, and you could put them on your playlist.
if you
Because
give me
I
one
know him.
song
I
that's not
listen to
hot,
it.
I'm gonna tell this nigga personally he wet.
Okay, that affects me how?
It don't. But it
Oh,
affects me,
okay.
so I'm not gonna tell him that.
No, no. Everything that I said is gonna be fucking hilarious. This
Alright.
nigga got a song called HIV Positive. I
Okay.
mean,
Okay. I get the feeling it's like a Joyner Lucas thing where he's not HIV positive.
no, none of this is any type of woke shit like Jordan Lucas. It's all comedy.
No, when I say Joyner Lucas, I mean like when he said like I'm gay and he's not gay.
Oh no, I don't. No, in the video, he literally wears a shirt that says HIV positive. He might be. I don't know.
Yo, do you remember do you ever remember seeing that old picture of that dude who's wearing a shirt and it's like 69 HIV positive and it had a whole bunch of wild shit on it? He was wearing like
Are
a
you
black
talking
and
about
white.
6ix9ine that was
Yeah, that
wearing
was an
that?
old picture of 6ix9ine from
Yeah.
mad long.
hmm
That shit is so yo, because niggas really used to wear that bullshit.
Well, I took that as 6ix9ine was just trying to do anything in his power to possibly get on.
Oh well, bro. Listen, when you're wearing a fucking 69 HIV shirt with like
He
slurs
was
on
wearing
it,
like,
yeah,
yeah, it was like
that'll do
bitch, pussy, nigger, some type of shit.
it. It
No, it
was
didn't
all
say
types
nigger.
of
It didn't
nutty
say
shit.
nigger.
It was all types of nutty shit. And I'm just like, dog, nope. I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. All right, let's see what else we got on here. So last album was the H.E.R album. It's called Back of My Mind. So H.E.R is another artist that I was not. I've not. So I don't really listen to music that much. If I'm gonna be honest, new music. Let me say, I listen to music
I'll
every
say
day.
same. I'm kind of
I don't.
old and set in my ways at this point. I'd be listening to what I already be listening to, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but I be
But
forcing myself sometimes to get up. Like when
yeah,
it comes to certain artists, like with Tyler shit, I was like, all right, it's DJ drama. Like, all right, I'm gonna listen to this.
exactly. That's
Doja
I
Cat, I was
didn't
like, all
listen
right,
to
I've
that
seen enough. I'm gonna listen.
because I didn't listen to that because of DJ Drama, but niggas were saying Tyler's album was hard, and then they said DJ Drama was on, so I was like, oh, we going back to Gangsta Girls days? Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
listening to that.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
And so same thing with H.E.R, right? Where H.E.R is another artist where um H.E.R is really talented, honestly. I think H.E.R is a really good
Isn't
artist.
she Usher's artist?
I don't know if she's Usher's artist. She could be. I've seen her with Usher, like so obviously I think he's taking some sort of mentor role, even if he's not
Yeah.
her or she's not his artist, excuse me. But so this album, first and foremost, is a little hefty. You know what I
How many
mean? It's
songs are on it?
a little hefty. I can't remember the exact number.
You said hefty, like it's 32 songs, like a Chris Brown track.
No, it's not.
Not track with an album.
No, it's not that heavy, but it's
You
21.
got
21
40,
songs.
21. 21.
It's 21 songs, and there's like one song under 3 minutes on here. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty hefty. It's a
Oh yeah.
long
Oh
album.
yeah. hmm
And I think it starts off really strong and starts to taper towards the end. But I still think it's a really good album. Um, there's a couple songs on here that like I actually like the Corday song, right? Like I mean, I know Corday is I know how some people think he's a little corny. And
Corday.
I think he's a little corny sometimes too.
Really?
But
You know,
um just
this
how he
is
raps, just
also
raps, not like who he is as a person. I
this
don't
is
even know that.
also going to show my age. Just like I said, I've never gone on my way to listen to a Doja Cat song. I've never heard was it a
Corday.
YBN Corday song?
Yeah. Well, he's not
I
YBN anymore.
I figured he left.
He fought very hard to get that clan tag off of him.
Clan tag. Did these niggas come up playing Xbox together? Why is it a clan tag?
I always call him clan tags. NBA YoungBoy, it's a clan tag. Those are all clan tags.
uh, that's hilarious to think about. But the I know, so like I knew Corday was a rapper, but I never heard anything from him. So to me, he's more famous for being Naomi's boyfriend than being a rapper.
Oh
To
yeah.
me, just because I never
Yeah.
heard anything from him.
And I think that's probably true of a lot of people, truth be told, because like YBN blew up big enough to where again he somehow got into a room with Naomi Osaka. So like obviously it was big enough, but
Who
like
else is even in YBN?
well it was him, Almighty J,
Okay, I
and
know Almighty J.
what's that other nigga's name? It's the
Never
Namir.
listened to.
Namir, yeah, YBN Namir.
I never listened to not a single nigga in YBN.
Well, you
And
wouldn't.
now,
You wouldn't.
like
They
I
were just
said,
young niggas.
like I said, Doja Cat. I've heard songs from her. I haven't heard a single song from a single nigga in this YBN clique.
Well, it's not
This
hard to
YBN
imagine
clan.
why. I
Sorry.
mean, they do a lot more. They do more of this other dog shit than they do rapping. If we're being honest, these niggas don't drop music too much. They're like the type of niggas like who are just on social media just saying shit and doing shit. And it's like, bro,
How did they got
put a song
money?
out. Put a song. Well, they from old songs or from shows and shit like that. But like, put a song out.
I would imagine if these niggas were with a label that they didn't get that much to sign to begin with. That's
Probably
just
not.
my thought.
Probably not. But
Hey,
my
y'all
whole
don't
point is,
y'all need to work no more? Or?
I mean, some niggas is comfortable, bro. You gotta say some niggas might make 300,000 a year and say, all right, I'm good here.
You know what? That's fair. Yeah, no, I'm thinking about a one-time payment of $100,000. Like I can't sit on that. I
Yeah,
gotta
no,
move some
you
more.
can't
But if
sit
I'm
on
getting
that.
300,000 a year, Just to
Or if
be
you
a
get
part of this label?
even
Yeah, I don't need to
120,
rap no more.
130, like say all the
Oh
all the
yeah.
shows you do, all the shit you does add up to like 130 a year. Like some niggas are just
What
like, "All right,
happens? But like, if you don't put out no music, don't the shows start to dry up? Or
well, yeah, to a degree. In some cases they won't because it's like they're paying you because you're cheap. So as long as you're
mm,
cheap, they'll keep paying you. You know what I mean? Like that's again, that's
I get that.
it's like overseas. Like you'll get those type of shows overseas where like a party promoter overseas doesn't really know what's popping and rapping in America. So they're like, look, I got 10K. I know that can't get me Drake and Lil Baby. So find me somebody that can get me for 10K. You know what I mean? And then they'll come back like, yo, I got Doughboy. Like, and that's not disrespect to Doughboy. You know what I mean? But like Doughboy might just decide, nah, fuck it. That's an easy
Okay,
10K.
that's an easy
I'll do
10K.
it. Yeah, that's an easy
Yeah,
10K. I get to go
okay.
overseas, go to Switzerland, do a
For
show in
free.
Switzerland.
You
They'll
going
put
there
me in
for
a
free?
hotel. Yeah, right. They'll put me in a hotel, fly me out, do all that, and they give me 10. Right? Why not?
It's a
So
free 10,000 to go to the country I never been to before. Hell yeah, I'll do that.
So in a lot of the overseas art acts, that's how. So that's why you'll see like certain artists will be hot overseas, and they're like, "Nigga, you have no buzz here." But it's like again, they fill a lane. Like they, all the overseas niggas is like, "Yo, listen, if all you got is 10K, go holla at your boy, bro. He got you." And it's a bunch of niggas with 10K as their budget, so they looking like, "All right, cool." So you do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10K shows. It's 90K right there. You know what I'm saying? On top of streaming
More than
numbers,
I'm
blah
making a
blah
year.
blah. Yeah, right. So then you figure out
You do 9 shows out of a 52-week year. You could do a tour that lasts fucking 3 weeks.
Yeah, you could do a 2 month
Not
tour,
even
nigga.
that.
Chill
Yeah.
out.
Except for the whole year,
And that's
not do
that,
nothing.
and that's with 10K a show. Granted, that's a small cut. Like we talking
Yeah.
certain niggas, depending on who you are. If we talking little baby, bro, I can do a 15 date tour and make
Yeah.
mills, like
2
easily.
Chains, Young Thug.
Yeah, easily. I can
Shit.
make a couple 100,000 every night, nigga.
Imagine Wayne. Can't imagine what Wayne shows go for now.
Imagine a weekend tour. You shitting me?
Woo!
Or a Bad Bunny tour, nigga. I don't even want to think about what numbers those niggas are doing.
The Weeknd gotta be charging fucking at least 300,000 a fucking venue. He one of the hardest. He want the hottest artist on the planet right now.
Yeah, I mean he has been for a while too. So it's like, bro, the bag just keep getting more expensive. I performed at the Super Bowls last year.
I'm a Weeknd stan. I love that nigga. I listen
Oh
to
yeah,
every album that nigga drop.
oh yeah, I do too. I do too. Don't get me wrong. I've kind of fallen off on the weekend a little bit just because it's gotten a little more poppy. But I see he's starting to return to some of his
Yeah,
stuff. Like I guess he's realizing like, listen, bro, I'm at the top of this shit, whether I
I
like
can
it
do
or
whatever I
not.
want now.
I can
Yeah,
dead do anything I want to do right
yeah.
now. So he's now starting to do anything he wants to do, and I'm like, all right, cool.
Did you listen to the album, or I guess the EP that came out before this current one? Was it My Melancholy Life or something like that? Would Call Out My Name and Try
What else was
Me,
on that? Try me.
Try
Oh yeah,
Me.
yeah, try me. There was
Call Out My Name is probably one of my favorite songs
oh,
by
man.
him.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The 5 song one. That one was
Yeah,
pretty hard. There were like 3 hard songs in there. One I didn't care for, and one I just thought was bad. But that was
I
pretty
say
good.
I would agree with that. Yeah, there's no. I would say I didn't think there was one that was bad. I would say there's 3 songs that I like and 2 that I didn't care for. I don't think there's a bad song on it. It's just there's 2 songs that I wouldn't put on my playlist.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I can't even remember. I would have to like look at the actual album and see what it was. What was it? Oh my dear man. Call Out My Name, Try Me was hard, Wasted Times was hard.
Hmm.
Why is there 6 songs on here now? Were there always 6?
It might be deluxe because I don't remember 6 either. Honestly,
I don't know. But yeah, so I know the first 3 were hard. And I think there was one song after that I did like, and the other 2 were like, eh.
yeah,
But let's see. So we're on the topic of you know what? We're on the topic of music, so I guess we might as well talk about Britney Spears, right? Um,
yeah,
so for those of you who don't know, Britney Spears has a conservatorship arrangement, right? Where this is sort of like a almost like a power of attorney arrangement, but it seems like it's even more than that.
yeah.
So basically he can control her daily life, anything, and he's basically like what is he like the owner of her estate and then some. It's
Owner of her fucking life.
yeah,
Apparently, he
right. So it's
controls
basically everything,
everything.
right? So the first thing, and again, I don't want to spend all day on this because it's just kind of depressing, but the
Yeah,
one thing I wouldn't even say one. There was a couple things I really wanted to touch on, but I think the wildest part about this entire situation, right, is that when they're so her father is the conservator. He's been the conservator for what, like 20 something years, or I think even more than
decades.
it's
Yeah,
been decades. And so her lawyer, the lawyer that represents her, is appointed to her by him.
And yeah, that I
Like
just
that's
can't
the first.
express
Yeah, that's
how that is the most fucked up shit I've ever heard in my entire life. And they never ever expressed to her that she could try to appeal this and get out of the conservatorship because
right.
the lawyer was appointed by
Right.
the father.
Yeah, no, I'm sure Daddy was paying a real good fee because he was like, "Hey, look, my man, I'm gonna give you a real good fee. Just don't do anything. Like, just don't do anything.
Literally, just sit here,
Just
just
like
be her lawyer.
when she call, like barely pick up. Like, you say your phone breaking up and shit." So, like, to me, that was the wildest part. Like, how the fuck is this an arrangement where this person can then get her an attorney or like that's just the wildest part to me. But not even the wildest part because the fucking wildest part was, excuse me, when she was talking about some of the things that was required of her, right? It was like, oh, like she couldn't change her hair, she couldn't do this, she couldn't do that. One was she was required to have an IUD.
And fucking sanity. Yeah,
That is the wildest part of this whole thing. Like, how do you
that's the most
require someone?
disgusting shit I've
Yeah,
ever heard in my
how do
entire
you
life.
require someone to get a surgery and get something surgically implanted in their uterus? Like how? Like that is nuts to me.
How can a conservator is supposed to have your best interest in mind and take care of your estate? Why do they have any type of marginal control over your body whatsoever?
Yeah.
Why can they do that?
Right. I mean, we know why, right? Part of it is just the bread, because we know who typically ends up in these conservatorships. It ain't broke niggas. Usually, it's niggas who have the experience, who have the knowledge, and know that they're gonna jug niggas with this.
Yeah.
But to me, I think this is wild. I think this is crazy. Like, and just when I really look back on how we got here, right? It's like when you really think about it, like, remember when we were talking about, or what when you say we, because we were fucking kids back then, but you remember when like Britney shaved her hair off, right? And people were like, "Wow, she's going crazy, she's going wild, blah blah," and like
Hmm.
at the time, like that's just how it was presented, so that's just what people thought, right? But then I remember thinking to myself and like seeing some of it, and looking back on it, like not even like grown, like in 2021. I'm talking like 2018, 2019, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm looking back on it, and I'm like, "Yo, dog, this is not that deep." She was having a rough moment and cut her hair off. I see women do this shit literally every fucking day,
Literally
every
fucking
day on
weekly.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Like,
You
dog,
know
you
what's
know how many
wild?
women I know who, like, if shit is not going right, just go
Exactly.
straight to the salon to get a new cut?
It gives you a certain amount of control when you don't have control over your life.
Anything else,
This is the
right?
one thing that you know what's fucking wild, what's fucking absolutely insane. South Park. People hate the show, obviously for good reason. But when Britney shaved her hair when we were kids, they had an episode about it, and they weren't making fun of her. They were literally talking about the effects that the paparazzi and the media had on her that caused her to do that. So like even this shitty show that constantly talks shit about people is saying, "Hey,
Yeah, they have
maybe you
some line.
guys went too far.
Yeah,
What maybe you guys caused this."
yeah. I mean, and the craziest thing is that you see it today. Like, think about it. If what Britney did was enough to get her in a conservatorship, somebody better go tell the music industry they can get every single artist in a conservatorship. Have you seen these niggas tweets? Have we seen JT tweet before? Have y'all seen JT tweet? I'm sitting here seriously. Like, have y'all seen some of these artists say things and speak
Listen. The
dog?
artists these days don't got parents in their life. Like Britney was a child star, just
Yeah,
like
you're
Jamie
right.
Lynn
Yeah.
Spears.
So them
So
niggas
their
wasn't leaving.
parents,
They was like, nah, we
yeah,
staying.
nah.
Nigga. I can't abandon your little
Nigga, I
successful ass.
got you famous, nigga. I did this. This is my money.
And the kid
Okay,
looking like, I mean, I guess that don't seem right, but I guess.
sign this paperwork. I mean, you my parents, so you know best. But
Yeah, I'm gonna just sign it. And literally, but that's so to me, that's why I'm like, bro, hopefully the only thing that comes of this is that they change some of these fucking conservatorship laws because this is crazy.
and
This
also killed Britney's father.
this is ridiculous. I mean, listen, we can't do all that. Well, I'm not gonna do all that. You can.
I'm not gonna do it either. I'm just inciting violence.
He said yes, and that is strictly against the YouTube's policies. But you know what?
Y'all
It's
can
still
do
our
that if
rise.
y'all want
It's
to.
still our
I'm not
rise.
gonna do it.
Maya Angelou vibes. But yeah, no, this is fucking wild. Free Britney.
For sure. Free Britney.
And I don't think I have anything else. I guess we can go on to. All right, so we got two things left. I'm gonna leave it up to you. We can cover them both, which we might. Um, but you can decide which is first. We can cover the Olympic trials, or we can cover that building collapse in Miami or in Florida. I don't think that was in Miami.
I mean, Miami is in Florida. Unless
No,
you're
I
talking
know,
about
but like
Miami,
if it wasn't in
Ohio.
Miami, no, I'm shut up. I'm saying if it wasn't in Miami, I know it was in Florida.
No, it was in Miami. It was in my. Let's
Okay.
do the building class first because I saw a ghost story about that shit the other day.
Hey, what
A ghost story. Like so I
about
saw
that building?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not a ghost story like a creepypasta, like a news story that sounded like a ghost story. I saw
Oh, okay.
I
Copy.
saw a news story that said a grandparent made not well, you can't say it was a grandparent because you don't know if they're alive or not, but
Right.
a phone call was made from a grandparent's landline to their daughter's phone 16
Oh, yeah,
times,
yeah. I did see
and
that.
every
Yeah.
time they picked up it was static, and that is fucking terrifying. It could either be they're literally still there trapped under the rubble alive and they're making calls out, but because the line was severed it's static, or it could be a ghost. It could be either one, and either one is both
Yeah,
terrifying.
no, all these
Both of
options
them are
don't
terrible.
don't sound good. Um, yeah, so anyway, so with this one, there are, and it's like it's one of those things, and I hate to be this guy, but like I did a little article, a 4-piece article on housing. And mine was mostly on like federal housing. And these are just high-rise condos, right? But I think there's a lot in common, right? And so the issue with a lot of these housing places is that housing regulations, like for decades, have been basically rolled back, for obvious reasons, right?
Hmm.
Because like we know why. Like even when Democrats are in office, these shits get rolled back because Democrats are just, we're all beholden to the money, or they're all beholden to the money.
Yeah.
So realistically, they've been rolled back. So now you've got these people building houses, and at this point, it's honor system almost. Like these people aren't. There's millions of high-rise condominiums, right, in Florida alone. You think there's one agency that's going to be able to get to all of them, make sure the structural issues are, bro? No, they're going to look at the report that you wrote, and hopefully you're telling the truth.
Yeah,
You know,
literally.
so I think we're gonna have a huge, because this is not just a Miami thing. This is not just, this is everywhere. This is gonna be everywhere. Like we see it with bridges. Like there was a bridge that fucking collapsed not too long ago somewhere. There was an overpass that collapsed. There was a building in Northwest DC that collapsed today, and 5 people
Uh,
got injured.
that's news to me considering I'm in DC. What
Yeah, it
happened
was
in DC?
well,
It's about Miami.
this building was under construction, so I think that's a little bit different.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
that's a
right.
lot different actually. But actually, no,
Uh,
maybe it's the same point.
well,
Maybe it's the same point.
I read something last week, like a couple days after the collapse happened, that said it was a sinkhole that caused it because global warming and the ocean is about to fucking envelop Florida as a whole.
Mhm.
Um,
So I could see that.
yeah.
Now, are sinkholes the type of things that like you can't see them coming? Like because to me, I'm thinking like, all right, well, if this is built on a sinkhole, like surely there were some signs that led y'all to
No,
believe
no,
this
no, no,
could
no.
be a sinkhole before it developed.
I I'm not an architect, so I can't tell you that.
Yeah,
But
I don't know
there's
either.
no way you can build a building and then 3 years later you expect a sinkhole to happen. I
You
can't
know,
say
you would
that.
never expect that. But what I'm thinking to
Exactly.
myself is like, is this a site to where like you could have looked at it and said maybe this isn't the best place? There's a chance something odd could happen,
You
or
know what? You might be onto something. Maybe you can obviously you can't
I
see
know
what's
they have like
underground right
risk
now,
analysis and
but
shit. Yeah,
exactly. Maybe there's something that says, well, maybe in 5 years there will be a sinkhole here, or maybe
right.
water will drain into the
Yeah.
building.
Mhm.
And they said it's more cost effective just to build it and then get the
Oh,
insurance and then
yeah.
just let hundreds of niggas die.
And so the reason, I agree with that, and the reason why I say that is because when I did my piece on the housing standards, that's what often happened. It was often a scenario of, hey, listen, it's some shit here, could be fucked up, but guess what? Until some shit happened and I gotta pay somebody out, we'll just keep it moving. And so they kept it moving most of the time. There were buildings that were built on grounds that they knew were like they were gonna deal with this issue eventually, but they just figured, well, when it happens, I'll just, I don't know. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Some of it didn't even make sense. It's like you built this on an area that was like a super fun site, and it's like you built a school on a super fun site. What? I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
what? In
Wait,
what world?
what?
Like, what did you think? What? And so the kids are getting sick from the water. I'm just like I'm just looking like I don't understand how you didn't like. I don't think I have to be a science major or a biology major to know that. Like if y'all was dumping some cadmium or some like nasty ass element here in the water and in the soil, and then I build a school on it and then get water from like hello, huh? And the kids play in the soil outside, huh?
Exactly. How did they grow an extra arm out of their back?
The
How did
world
that
may
happen?
never know. You
Oh
know what
yeah,
it
the
is?
world may never
You know what
know.
it is? They be on that damn phone.
Oh, it's the phones that
It's that
cause
damn phone.
mutant arms to grow out of my
It's that
other arm.
damn phone.
It's not the cadmium that's giving me lung cancer or brain cancer, lymphoma, uh, prostate cancer, toe
So,
cancer.
okay. So that's what I think. Like I think with enough time, they're gonna do the investigation and they're gonna find same old shit they always do. It's not even gonna be an issue. Like I think it might be an issue of the building being like structurally deficient, but I think that's less likely than literally like the site is just not the place to build. And people knew this and were like, well, I gotta get this bread. Because that's what often happens. Like most of the time, these buildings are still built relatively well because
They
you're
have to
building.
be,
Yeah,
otherwise
right, yeah, right. You're building a
there's a
building. Like
code. Yeah.
yeah, there's a code, and like even if I can dodge and skirt certain things, like dog, like the
At the
building's
same
got to
time,
be
though,
decent.
they do try to admonish as many codes as possible.
Oh yeah, they try to get around as many as possible. So that's what I'm saying. So I think it's a mixture. Like that's why most of the time this won't be an issue. Like, but it's just like what happens when then you got too many people in the building, right? Or what happens when you got some again climate change, right? You got all
Well,
this water, you
I'm
got
just
all
gonna
these
take more
winds,
money.
you got all these.
We
Well,
just
yeah,
gonna deal with the winds.
until this motherfucker fall down.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I'm just like, well, who could have foreseen that climate change would become a thing?
How, why is it 98 degrees outside and our building is getting collapsed?
Oh wait, hold on, hold on.
Who could have seen
I'm reading
this?
this article, right? Wait a minute. So there was a trove of emails released by Surfside. I think that's the city that this happened in, right? Surfside Resort. No, it's the name of the resort, right? So
Yeah.
they released some emails. Revealed that residents and contractors have been raising concerns about the integrity of the building for years. Here we go. Specifically focusing on structural problems and leaks in the garage and pool area.
Mm.
Let's keep going.
Mm.
Standing water all over the garage. The biggest puddle of pool was by parking spot 78, located under the pool deck, where a contractor in 2018 reported major structural damage. Report recommended concrete slabs, which were showing distress, be removed and replaced in their entirety. And it should be done in a timely fashion. The residents weren't even told of this report.
Mm.
This report was commissioned to get a start on a 40-year certification process required under Miami-Dade County Building Code. In fact, after the report was compiled, a Surfside Buildings official told them their condo building was in good shape.
Love to see it.
Love to
Or
see it.
what's the opposite of that? Hate to see it? Absolutely hate to see it. The worst thing I've heard. Actually, no. In America, that's not the worst thing I've heard today.
Yeah, and it even said an engineering consultant in 2018 predicted that extensive damage to the building would begin to multiply exponentially. Well, Frank, you seem to have got this motherfucker on the money because, yeah, yeah, this is nuts. But this is very unfortunate. But I think like this is why I say like this, like we got to do a lot more on the local level, dog. Like, cause we gotta like this ain't Joe Biden's not stopping this. You get what I'm saying? Like it
Yeah.
doesn't matter who the president is in terms of shit like this. Like you gotta make sure your city is doing what they need to do. Like forget Joe Biden, Trump, Kamala. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Kamala's not gonna address structural integrity in federal house. Like it's just not gonna happen. So like this is local. This is local stuff. Um
It starts from the top.
yeah. Yeah, for sure. But for me, I'm like the top here is like a governor. I'm not even looking at the president because again, I'm just the
Well,
president can't. What is the
you
president gonna do?
you know the governor of Florida is a fucking absolute piece of shit, dickhead motherfucker
Oh yeah, I
that
know
I
it.
would kill with my bare hands if I had the absolute opportunity.
If not for the laws of these lands,
If not for the laws of these lands, no.
to these lands, as if I'm living in more than one. Like, no, I am. I'm living in New Jersey and America.
Yeah, these lands. If it
Anywho,
were not for the laws of these lands,
all right.
Brian
So,
Kemp too. I would get rid of that nigga too.
oh yeah, I want him out of here. Let's see. Last topic. Drum roll, please. We are on to the Olympic trials.
Wait, didn't we
So
go through the Olympics last stream?
last week, so no, they were on the list. Didn't get through them, and the
Ah,
Olympic
okay.
trials also continued. So I could go all the way back
Ah,
and do all the Olympic trials, but I'm not gonna do that. If you haven't been paying attention, Sha'Carri Richardson's running very fast, so watch her in the 100. She could challenge
extremely
Shelly Ann
fast.
Fraser. Yeah, extremely
Yeah.
fast. Her, Shelly Ann Fraser are going to be the two to watch. And that was actually really funny. Like, if you saw that conversation on the timeline where people were like very upset that like Sha'Carri Richardson was being compared to Shelly Ann Fraser, and I get it off a resume because like Sha'Carri Richardson doesn't have a resume. She ran in college last season. This is her first
Yeah.
year pro. You know what I'm saying? But like, look at the time she's running. Like, this is not a sport where resume. It's about what are you doing now? What have you done for me
Exactly.
lately?
It's what you're fucking
Like
doing.
this is a sport that's almost like the opposite of like team sports, where it's like, what have you done for me? Like this is about now. What did you do last race? I don't care. Like because Tom Brady can have 3 or 4 bad games, but it's Tom. You know what I'm saying? Like Odell
Exactly.
Beckham can have a bunch of bad games, but it's Odell. This is the exact opposite. If Odell has 4 bad games, they're putting you below fucking a nobody. If you've got 4 bad races in a row, they're like, oh, you're washed. You're done. You're done for. So in this, I mean, look, don't get me wrong. Like, obviously, Shelly Ann Fraser's got the experience. She's got all that. But Sha'Carri Richardson, she got the new. She's just running.
She's speeding.
Um,
Marion.
what else was it?
Marion.
Marion, bitch. Allison Felix made her 5th Olympic team. That was pretty nuts. 5th Olympic team. Olympics happens every 4 years. To put that in perspective, that is pretty insane. And this is her first one as a child. I don't know if you remember this, but she had a kid and Nike dropped her, and they're like, I don't want no fucking moms. I mean, you're gonna be ass. I don't want you on my roster. Dropped her, and then she qualified anyway. So Nike looks a little foolish.
That sounds
Um,
about right for Nike.
yeah. Nike was just like, nah, it's not. No, it's just because like you're not gonna make the.
You got kids, so ain't no way you gonna run a bunch with you juggling the kid.
She ran a bunch with the kid.
Um,
She still went to
we
offer. Oh, she said no. Okay, damn.
we kind of missed out on that, didn't we?
Up on that, huh? So what else was it? Right? Actually, no, I did cover the Olympic trials last time. I think I might have because I
Yeah.
covered the white guy
Oh,
who did the hammer throw, and yeah, I did that.
yeah, I
Okay,
remember.
okay. See, I don't even remember, but anyway, so we can talk about now, right? So what happened in the most recent trials? So Sydney McLaughlin, or McLaughlin, I don't know how to pronounce these.
The bitch that went to jail for the college scandal.
Who went to the jail? What? No.
Damn, I was thinking he was gonna get that reference.
I didn't. I'm sorry.
The Full
It's
House
from a movie. I
woman.
would never.
No, not a movie. The Full House woman that paid to get her daughter into college.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. No, what was her name? Felicity Huffman. Yeah, it wasn't even close.
Oh, it wasn't. I thought her last name was Mick.
No, that's another generic white last name. Come on, don't be reverse racist. Come on, yo.
I'm sorry. That was reverse
Yeah,
racist. I'm sorry.
It's supposed to go one way, buddy. Like, relax.
I'm sorry. Felicity Huffman. Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Sydney McLaughlin is from Danella, New Jersey. And she recently broke a 400-meter hurdles record just to make the U.S. Olympic team. Like, niggas is breaking records to make the team.
That's fucking insane to think about. That is fucking insane.
I ran the best time in history to get on this team. That's nuts. So what else? Grant Holloway, he's the 110-meter hurdles world champion. Ran the second fastest time in history in the 110-meter hurdles, faster than the time he won his world championship with. So, I mean, dude, Ry Benjamin won 400-meter hurdles. He ran the second fastest time in the 400-meter hurdles ever. Gabby Thomas ran the third fastest.
As usual.
Right. Yeah. Gabby
I'm sorry.
Thomas ran the third fastest 200-meter race ever, behind
Ever.
two of FloJo's 200-meter races.
She continues to fucking break records.
Well, this is Gabby Thomas. I'm not gonna hold you. I generally didn't know who this was like that. Like I watch
Really?
track, but I don't watch track like that.
Oh wait.
Yeah,
No,
you're
sorry,
thinking of
sorry,
someone
sorry.
else.
I'm
You're
thinking
thinking of
about
Gabby
Gabby
Douglas, more
Douglas.
likely. Yeah.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Yeah, no. And so yeah, so mind she ran the third fastest 200 time ever, like ever, like
That's
ever, like
that's
to
fucking
make
incredible.
the team. This is okay. So anyway,
The Olympics are fucked up, bro.
yeah, the Olympics are gonna be nuts. So another kid, Arion Knighton, amazing name. First off,
Yeah, that's definitely
17 years
crazy.
old, ran a 1988 and broke Usain Bolt's under 20 record. And he is the youngest male track Olympian since 1964.
He broke an Usain Bolt record.
An under 20 record, but still, it's a great record. I mean, he ran a
Yeah,
1988 as a 17-year-old.
that's yeah.
That is sickening. If I saw that kid at the track meet when I was running high school track, bro, I would have been sick to my stomach. And he's 17. That nigga's a junior, maybe.
Yeah,
But that's nuts. I can't imagine being 17-year-old going to the Olympics. Like that is fucking insane. Um, Yeah, so that's it for the Olympic trials. I'm sure there's more. There was a black shot put. There's a black woman that made the
I
shot put team.
I
I can't
watched
remember her
her.
name.
She launched the shit out of that ball.
If she
That
did.
shit.
Her name was Raven something. I remember there was a Gwen Berry who people were upset with because she turned away from the flag during the
Oh no, I saw that. I fully support her. Fuck the flag.
what was it, Raven Saunders
I think
maybe?
I remember seeing tweets
Yeah.
about that where people were, or maybe it was her Twitter when she said the fuck y'all thought or something like that, when she was turning away from the flag.
Yeah, something like that. She was
Was that
bugging.
her?
Yeah,
That's
yeah, I think that
yeah.
was her. Yeah. Yeah, she was bugging.
She was bugging. No, she was right. I
No, I'm
respect
saying she was
that.
bugging like she went off, like she was going
Oh
ham.
yeah, no, yeah.
Nah,
I
not like bugging
respect
like
that
that.
shit.
No. I mean, look, she already did it, so
Yeah,
at this point you can't walk it back. Fuck it, you got
yeah.
hold. You got
No,
to do
that's a queen right there.
that. But yeah, so you had Raven Saunders there. She was the one who made it for shot put. She even got a tweet said, Tokyo's supposed to be hot, so she's gonna wear them sprinter panties this time around. Oh shit. She is 5'5", 230. That is a solid chunk of woman. That is
A chunk.
that 5'5", 2. That is woo. That's incredible. I'm just thinking about
Chunk.
that is woo.
The ramifications of what you would be able to
Yeah,
do.
I'm just thinking to myself, 5'5", 230. Bro, that's my height. But like take away half a foot from me. Or that's
He
my weight,
said
excuse me. Take
that's.
away half a
I was
foot.
about to say my height. I know you're not.
Nah, I'm 5'5" secretly, bro. I've been wearing heels this whole time.
Oh Lord.
This whole time. I'm sorry for fooling everyone.
I thought I was conversing with a fellow tall nigga. What?
Oh man, is that what this relationship was
Podcast
dependent
over.
on? That's
No, we gotta
oh
stop it. No,
man.
it's done. We can't.
Oh man,
Uh-uh.
y'all. I'm out. Y'all.
For anybody listening, I'm 6'3", so
He said he don't do pods with beta males. I'm sorry, y'all.
beta man. Oh my god. We need to do a podcast on incels and just flame them for an hour and a half straight, and then maybe they can come and try and kill us because that's what incels do. Apparently,
Maybe they could come and try.
listen.
No. No. It's not. I
Any
mean,
incels, listen, bro.
we can shit on
You
incels, but like, bro, first off, it's not a thing. It's not a thing. You are choosing not to get coochie. Or no, it's involuntary.
no.
It's
They're
involuntary.
it's involuntary. They're
Someone chose
involuntarily
they put no
celibate.
coochie option when they created your character. That's wild,
Oh,
sickening.
God made it so that you could not get no coochie. That was God.
And the craziest thing is, it don't take much in this scenario to defy God, and y'all still can't do it.
Yeah.
It don't take just tell a joke every once in a while.
Listen.
When a woman says something to you, like just listen and like actually like think about what she's saying.
Any incel that's listening to this right now, I don't know why you would be, because you're not our general audience that we're going for, but any incel listening to this, it's your fault you can't get no coochie, bro. It's your fault.
Your fault.
It's you. It's 100% you.
I say this all the time. The worst niggas on earth get coochie, dog.
The worst niggas on earth. Jeff, Well, I mean, he was rich. You can't count that. He's a terrible person, but he was
Is he
rich.
not the worst nigga on earth besides
He's rich though. You can't count
Elon
that.
Musk? It
Most
does count.
incels aren't rich, bro. No, it doesn't count.
No, because
Bitches will fuck a nigga
think
if
about
he's
the
rich.
nasty,
It doesn't. No, we not counting this. No.
the nasty skeevy nigga that worked at Dairy Queen. That nigga getting coochie too. That's my
You
whole point. The money don't matter.
you can't tell an incel Jeff Bezos has a wife, so you can get one.
And so
That doesn't make sense.
skeevy nigga at Dairy Queen. All right, how about that? That's closer to where you at, right?
That's exactly. That's it.
Closer to
That's
where
it.
you at, right?
The skeevy nigga at Dairy Queen is
32-year-old
fucking.
nigga at Dairy Queen that be looking at the 17-year-old girl like, oh shit, where you a junior, huh? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Licking his lips too.
And he ain't gonna ask the question. His head, he just thinking like, all right, she's junior. She like
She might be 18. He ain't asking. He ain't asking. He's just going for it.
No, but remember, you apply for this job. He could just look up your shit and figure out how old you are.
Oh, ew.
No, I seen it. I've unfortunately seen it. I hate to be there.
I don't like none of that. What you just
I was in high school too. I mean, what you nigga was like, yo, you know her? I was like, yeah, wow. He was like, oh, what, how old is she? And I'm just looking at him like, yo, my man, go home, yo. You're 38.
I am 100% glad that I've never been in a situation like that. Yeah, I've never experienced. I mean, there was one time I was at the bus stop where a nigga put out a knife. That wasn't sexual though. That was more of a robbery. Next subject. Just reminiscing on the past.
Yeah, that reminds me of a time that something entirely different happened.
Right, bro, I got so many fucking stories of being on fucking public transit. We can do that on the next one. The next one.
I've rode public transit for like 6 years. I actually don't have that many, but I'll put that on the list for the next time.
I rode the bus from 8th grade to until I got a car junior year, so 3 years. Mm-hmm. There, I have islands of stories, hours of stories. I've seen a bitch get on the bus with a bag of chickens, a garbage bag, a black garbage bag full of chickens. Don't ask me why I know it was full of chickens.
Or they was dead?
No, it was alive. That's why I know that it was a bag full of chickens, because they got out. All right, we're gonna save these for the next one. This is content.
All right, y'all. Listen, it's been nice. It's been great. Maybe we'll have a title by next week. Who knows? It doesn't matter anyway. You guys don't give a damn. You just came here to hear me talk my shit. So, that being said, have a blessed one. Y'all stay safe. What else? Summer is for the devil, and don't die.
Definitely don't die.
All right, peace.